Hello, and welcome to the Purpose of Beauty podcast. Today, I'm here with my friend Lynn, who I met at Aoyama Gakuin.
Yes.
She is a student in the city of Tokyo in Japan. And when I first met her, I immediately noticed her computer case. And I thought it was so pretty. But what did you tell me about it?
It's supposed to be a picture of hell. Yeah.
And so what about it stood out to you?
Well, everything else, like when I was looking through the site, the covers were kind of like dull.
Yeah.
And this was the only cover that had like a specific design, like an image.
Yeah.
And it kind of stood out because I like looking at detailed things.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's it. I didn't really think about it that deep.
Did you know when you first bought it that it was a picture of hell?
No, I didn't.
Really? Because I didn't either when I first looked at it.
I just like the lines
and
the details.
It's really cool line art.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's so interesting because I was talking to my mentor the other day about how, like, if we listen to something that's like an entirely happy song, like there's nothing dark or sad about it, it's like boring.
Yeah.
But sometimes the most beautiful artwork has some aspect of like evil in it. What do you think about that?
I think yeah, I agree with that. Like, you can't think about the nice, happy, beautiful things if there's nothing to compare it with. It needs contrast, I think, so. Sometimes beauty comes from those things, evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such an interesting thing because I'm a Christian. You're not, right?
Yeah, no.
But I think we both appreciate beauty. So I wanted to have her on this podcast to share some of her perspective. So I feel like some of your inspiration in the way that you think about life as an artist, as a person, comes from your situation with your family. So could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so my older brother, who is now 20, he has mental disabilities, and my younger sister is about 7 years younger than me. So I spent a lot of my childhood, like growing up, taking care of them. And so I had less time for myself, I think, compared to other people. But that made me realize that I'm also really lucky to have them, and it made me think more about the people that are surrounding me, how different we are, and like the way we think. So yeah, I think those kind of like difficult moments helped me develop my ideas more.
Yeah, and identity, probably.
Yeah.
How do you think your family has supported you? Because it seems like you've done a lot of supporting.
No.
Have they also supported you in ways?
Of course. Like, my brother, he doesn't think like other people. I think the way his mind works is really special.
Really?
And he notices like these small things, small details. So when I don't act, normal, like you regularly, he notices it and he gets me tiny gifts to make sure I'm okay. Like, yeah, he's really sweet like that. And my sister too, like I'm always the one taking care of her, right? So when I have a breakdown, well, she's the first one to like come give me a hug. It's really sweet. And my mom too, like she doesn't really express her feelings through words. So I don't really get like I love you or like, you're doing great, but when I mention that I like something that she cooks, then for the next like 2 weeks she makes that like only. And
Wait, that's so sweet.
Yeah, it's so cute. And my dad too, he's always trying to like find ways to make me happy, like getting me books that I might like and taking me on trips, They're really supportive and I really love them for that.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
They sound like wonderful people.
They are.
An interesting question that I like to ask some people on this that I've interviewed on this podcast is, do you think of yourself as an artist?
Yeah, I guess I do. But in like a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Like I like drawing, but it's mostly doodling, and I don't know if that's considered art, but I really like doing it, like drawing my own things,
Yeah.
like inventing my own drawings.
Yeah.
But also I think like the main reason I think I'm an artist is because I can express myself pretty well, I think. Not through words though, like through actions. I think the way I do things are pretty unique, and I think that makes me pretty artistic.
I think so too. That's so cool. I feel like some people are hesitant to say, yeah, I'm an artist. Why do you think that is?
I think because there's this idea of an artist that always creates things and like are recognized by other people, like Taylor Swift.
Yes.
She's famous for music, right? And I guess people, when they're not recognized by other people, they don't think of themselves as artists because other people don't think of them as artists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe this is an odd comparison, but there's some interesting ties between the way that you think of yourself as an artist and the way that people think of themselves in Japan is like, am I Japanese or am I not? For example, if you're an American who comes to Japan, obviously you're American. But if you are a Japanese elementary school student with two American parents, are you American or are you Japanese? I feel like there's an interesting identity thing there. I feel like there's some interesting ties between people in Japan saying, no, you're not Japanese if you don't look entirely Japanese.
Yeah.
Or like people saying, oh, you can't be an artist if you're not like Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you see any similarities there?
I think, yeah, I do. Like, a lot of Japanese people compare themselves with other people, right?
Yeah.
It's so, and I think I'm Japanese because I lived here most of my life.
Yeah.
But a lot of Japanese people wouldn't consider me as Japanese. So yeah, I think I agree with that.
Yeah. Where were you born?
I was born in Japan, Okinawa.
Okay. So
yeah,
I would say you're Japanese.
Yeah, me too. But I don't look. Yeah.
It's such an interesting thing because our identity, like where you're born somehow matters, but you have no control over that.
Yeah.
And also where your parents raise you also matters, but you also don't really have any control over that. And finally, your parents, what they look like matters, but you have no control over that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I used to be like shy and kind of embarrassed about when my dad came to my school, like in elementary, and meeting my friends because I looked different, right? And he looked really different because he's Canadian.
Yeah.
And then I didn't want to be that girl known for having the, gaijin parents.
Yeah.
But now I'm actually happy about it. It makes me different from other people.
It does.
Yeah.
It sets you apart. How did you make the jump from being like kind of insecure about it to making it become something you value about yourself?
I guess when I started maybe like high school, more people had these like foreign parents, and I liked it because there are more people similar to me, and then also, but they're all from different places.
Yeah.
And then it made me feel special having this Canadian dad, like, it was cool.
Yeah.
So, and it made me happy that I was half Canadian. Like, that's cool. So
that is cool.
Yeah.
That's neat. I'm also curious. So you say that you would call yourself an artist. Are you pursuing art professionally, or is this something you think you'll kind of just keep doing throughout your life because you love it and it brings you joy? What do you think?
I mean, I like drawing.
Yeah.
And I just recently, like 3 days ago, created this account, like Instagram account just for my drawings, like doodles.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Congratulations. Omedetou gozaimasu.
There's like 2 posts and 0 followers. It's so funny, but...
Wait, I'm going to go follow you
No,
right
no,
now.
no, I'm not telling anybody.
No.
If you find it, you can follow. That's my rule.
Okay, I'm going to find it. I'm going to follow it.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, I'm just doing it as a hobby. I don't think I'm going to like... Yeah, just a hobby.
What would you say to people who also want to continue doing art as a hobby, especially like post-college?
Well, I mean, I think just keep doing it. Like, there's no purpose of quitting. Like, if you quit, then that's it. And I feel like if you draw, like if you keep doing it, there's nothing to lose anyway, and you're having fun, so it's a win-win. Like, keep doing it.
I love that. I feel like sometimes, even as a dancer, like I'm pursuing a professional dance career, possibly. But even I sometimes don't want to call myself a dancer. And so I really appreciate when people are like, yeah, I'll be bold. I'll call myself this because I love this. And I think that's really noble. And also what you said about, like, just do it. If it means something to you, if it's beautiful, if it brings you joy, if you enjoy it, you should. That brings us to, what is the purpose of beauty in your life?
The purpose of beauty,
Yes.
is making everyone different from each other. I think that's one of the biggest purposes. It gives us hope and confidence that we're each different in like a good way, and that we can have our own ideas. And like, that's just beautiful, I think, to think about, that we're all different and we don't have to compare each other with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, it sets us apart. But sometimes the ugliness can also set us apart.
Well, yeah, but I think it depends on what we call ugliness. Like, obviously there are some, like, you know, you have types, right? Like, you like this certain type of person, and people who are not that type can be considered ugly. But I think for people, everyone is beautiful. Like, the different features, the different ideas, like, those are all independent things. And I think those are just so pretty. Like, that's the biggest reason why I don't understand bullying. Like, I think even bullies, they're really pretty too. Like, their way of thinking, I don't agree with it necessarily, but I think I really respect that. Like, the way they can just go and attack someone. It's not nice.
Yeah.
But I really respect their like boldness, and they're brave in a way, I think, that they can express themselves. But I don't like bullies, but I do respect them.
I think there's something to be said for sure for their boldness.
Yeah.
But also, I don't want them to bully me.
No, me neither. Like, I don't like bullies because I've been bullied, like, you know, because I look different. So during elementary and junior high, I didn't really have that much friends. But I think, and the thing is, I don't hate any of those bullies. I don't hate people. I hate the actions they do. Like, so even like the bullies, some of them are really, really pretty. Like, they're so beautiful. And I just can't hate them, like, as a person. But I did hate that they bullied me. But they're pretty. And even if they're not considered, like, beautiful, like the beauty standards in Japan, I really liked them, like, as a person. They were each different, and, like, it was really nice to think that I was important enough to be noticed by them to get bullied by, you know? Yeah, it's strange, but
I like your way of thinking. It's so refreshing because I'm a Christian, and as a Christian, we have a lot of things that we're told as children, like don't bully people, be nice, not necessarily rules, but ways that we are told that we should live because it's what we consider good based on the morality in the Bible, and we try to follow this book called the Bible that you learn about in school.
Yeah.
But I feel like sometimes we can say these things and not live like them. Like we can say, oh yeah, we want to be really nice to people, but sometimes it's really hard. And I a lot of times find that non-Christians can be the most kind people I meet. And I think that's frustrating for me as a Christian because I want to say that like every single Christian I meet is the nicest person ever, but we also have our struggles and we also have difficulties. And so when I meet someone who is not a Christian and doesn't have this like Bible to hold on to as like, this is why God has loved me first, therefore I should love others. I find it so beautiful and fascinating when people love people just because. I guess, what is your motivation to love people well?
I don't think I have a motivation. I just think everybody deserves love anyway. And people who bully other people probably aren't getting enough love at home. And I think I should love them especially. And, make friends with them instead of like bullying them back or something. Just, I think kindness, sometimes it doesn't really lead to anything. Like you're just kind and they use your kindness and they take advantage sometimes. But even that, like, you're still not losing anything. You're not becoming less kind. It's not something you give away and then it gets less and less. You still have kindness, and then there's enough for everyone. So, like, why not, share it? That's, yeah.
Kindness is something that you can always give.
Yeah, you're not going to run out of it.
That's, like, so beautiful and so encouraging. Sometimes it feels like there's nothing in life that you can control, but there's someone who said that the only thing you can control is how you respond.
Yeah.
And I think that's, like, what you're kind of saying is you can be kind. I wonder what... I don't know what I'm trying to say. I wonder, when you're kind to people and they're not kind back, sometimes it makes you feel good inside because even though they weren't kind, you were kind to them.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel that way?
Yeah, every day.
Every day?
Every day. Yeah. There's... when someone is not kind to me, I still want to be kind to them because they probably don't know how to be kind. And I want to show them that even though they're not they're not really nice to me, I can still be nice to them. And I guess they can appreciate me. Like, I don't want to be like, sound like superior or anything, but I think some people need an example because they don't get enough kindness at their home or wherever they come from. But I don't want them to just end like that,
It's such a very old story of someone who wants to love someone, but the person doesn't want to be loved. And so you love them anyway and you show them kindness. In fact, it's exactly what, Jesus did in the Bible. He actually became one of us so that he could love us better and to show us love, even though he didn't expect anything in return. And I think it's beautiful to just love someone, even not to have anything returned to you, but also perhaps even more beautiful when you do spend the time and the energy and the effort to love someone who is mean or unkind, and then you see them change. And that to me is the most beautiful thing. Have you ever seen that in any of your stories?
Well, I mean, I'm still just 18, and I haven't spent, that much time with someone yet, but I don't know. I guess I just wish that the people I did spend time with, like, understands my ideas, and then I inspire them to become a good person. I'm not saying I'm a good person necessarily. Like, so, you know, everybody makes mistakes and everybody's mean sometimes. But I'm aware of that, and some people are not. They don't know they're being mean, and that's what's shoganai in English.
Shogunai. Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. You know, like, it happens, but I guess I wish and I hope I inspire people to look at themselves more. Yeah.
Well, that's definitely encouraging to me. So thank you for sharing. Do you have any books? I know you're a literature student. Do you have any books that you would recommend? Kind of a random question, but I just remembered that you're a literature student and I haven't asked you about books yet.
I guess, okay, it's a pretty childish book. It's for like teens, but I really enjoyed The Keeper of the Lost Cities.
The Keeper of the Lost Cities?
Yeah, it's a fiction.
I've definitely seen the book cover.
Yeah, it's like with unicorns and everything.
Oh, it sounds cute.
Yeah.
What do you love about them?
Well, I started reading it when I, didn't have friends in junior high. And the main character, she was really similar to me. Like, she didn't have friends because she was, okay, it turns out she was an elf, okay? But she was living in the human world.
Okay.
And it made her different from other people, so she didn't have friends. And I think that it really inspired me because when she went out on this adventure to like go, I can't spoil it, but she does her own thing and makes her own like friends that are more similar to her and gains confidence, and she grows, like her powers grow stronger, she grows stronger. I felt that like I could be this girl, and then I really enjoyed it because I saw myself in her. So yeah, I think that's
I think great stories inspire us that we can be better and we can do better. Yeah. Wait, what's the title again? The Keeper of the
Lost Cities.
Lost Cities.
Yeah.
Go read it. I guess I can't fully endorse it without having read it myself, but it sounds pretty good.
I love it.
Yeah, it sounds wholesome too. Well, I know we're getting close to the end of our time, but is there any way that we can be praying for you?
How do I answer this?
How do you answer this? Well, so a lot of times Christians like to pray for people, and from our God, we pray to him with anything. We come to him with our worries, our anxieties. We come to him with praise. We come to him with honesty about who we are as a person, and we ask for his help. But we also like to pray for other people. So when we pray for other people, sometimes people say something as simple as, I would love prayers for my exam. Or they can say something as complex as, I want to become a better person. Pray that God would help me to become a better person. I don't know. Is there anything we can be praying for you? And if you don't want to answer this question, you don't have to.
I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of things.
Yeah.
But not for me specifically. For a lot of people.
Yeah.
I would like it if you prayed for, like, well, it's pretty simple, but also really complex. Peace. Yeah, it's not easy, and I feel like it requires more than just one person to pray for. And, well, I'm not Christian, but I do hope one day it's going to be a peaceful world like than now. So I guess that's it.
I also pray for that. Yeah, for our listeners, please. Sorry, I got my L's and R's mixed up because I'm in Japan. Please be praying for peace in this world. I think that is something that God promises to us in the Bible, and one of the things we pray is we pray God's promises back to him and say, Lord, you promised us in your word. Would you give us peace? So we will absolutely be praying. Now, before I close out this podcast, I'm going to ask if Lynn can share a piece of advice in both English and Japanese. So if our Japanese listeners are listening, you'll get a little bit of the English break. But while she thinks of a good piece of advice to close us out, I just want to say thank you so much for listening. Really, the reason why I have these interviews is because I meet people and I think they have a really beautiful perspective. And I just want y'all to get to hear some of it. So I hope you were encouraged by Lynn's words. I hope she encourages you to love people and be kind. Because as she said, it's something free that you can give and you'll never run out. Thank you so much for listening. And I'm going to turn it over to Lynn to give us a final word of advice in both English and Japanese.
So always be kind. Not because you have to, but because you want to. And smile more, because that's a form of happiness and kindness that is also free. And it's good for you too. You know, they say it's good for your health when you smile.
It has to be.
Yeah, it is. Okay, that's it.
日本語で。
日本語。みんなに優しくして、もっと笑顔で毎日を過ごしたら、それはただで人にあげれるものだし、自分もその分あげた分だけ返ってくるはずだし、返ってこなかったとしても楽しく過ごせるから、そのウィンウィンな関係だし、もっといい人になれるつながりだと思うから、それを忘れないで生きてください。
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
Thank you so much, Lynn. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your summer.
Thank you.
And thanks for sharing some of your perspectives and stories with us.
Thank you for inviting me.
皆さん、また。
バイバイ。